Welcome back to the Untrained podcast. I am your host, Amoila Cesar.
There's people to do a certain kind of thing, but I let people come in and do their thing, make their money. You know, where I can help, I can help.
How does that business compare, fiscally to the regular gym?
You have to have tough skin to be able to go through all of that, right?
I didn't have the compliance, I didn't have the insurance stuff. I was like, oh, we gonna be all cash pay.
Cash pay, yeah.
Cash pay. I was like, straight no money coming into this shit.
Obviously, you made it to the Spurs. You played out the 05-06 season.
Just say yes and learn how to do the job later.
And if you know me, I'm so chill, bro. Like I stay in my own lane. I was an athlete. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know the trainers, I don't know the gyms, I don't know nothing. I'm like, I knew me.
I'm here with the legendary Melvin Sanders. We're gonna dive a little bit into him, but before I do that, I also want to tap in. We got the gang here. Mo Wells is here. Kris Chrisp is here. And also Curtis Shannon. He's not here, but we're gonna have a moment of silence for Curtis.
All right,
that's it. Okay.
See you next time, Curtis.
See you next time. Man, Melvin. First off, I want to give a disclaimer about Melvin. Melvin's one of the dopest cats that I've met. Melvin played pro basketball, NBA, overseas. Man is an amazing businessman. I love what he's doing in the community. And we're going to learn a lot about his history today. I think he has a story that needs to be told. And I'm super excited that we're all here, just sitting here talking about culture, talking about basketball, and talking about life after basketball. So, my man, I appreciate you.
I really appreciate y'all boys having me.
Yes, sir. So, Melvin, man, we wrote up some lists of questions that we wanted to ask you. But the first thing that I wanted to ask you, man, like, how you liking Dallas?
Man, I love Dallas. It's been good.
Dallas been treating you nice.
Been real good too. I mean, no complaints at all.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, man, good city. You know what I mean? Good shopping. You know what I'm saying? Good food. I mean, good everything.
Good business.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
good everything now. Look at
everything.
Good business. So if you don't know anything about Melvin Sanders, Melvin opened up a performance center called Sanders Performance. Before he got into the performance center, he was in the NBA. He played for the Spurs. He also played overseas. You played for Greece, Italy, Spain. I feel like you played a lot.
Everywhere.
10 years in the game, huh?
Yes, indeed. Well, 12 professionally, like I said, 10 in Europe or whatever. So, yeah, couple years in the CBA.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Before it was the G League and the D League.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, North Dakota, man.
Okay.
Yeah, Bismarck, North Dakota.
Bismarck.
That sounds very nasty.
Yeah.
Cold. It got -30.
Woo.
Negative
How many
30
people stay there?
Man,
Like 30?
I say 50 at the most. Listen, nothing to do.
Did you all do all 4 years there? Or did
Nah,
you leave
I did 2 years in Bismarck. When I tell you I played hard as hell to get up out that thing, you know what I mean? For real.
Like diving on the floor?
Man, listen,
I gotta get out of here.
Hey, out here.
Staying at the Ramada Inn, man. Ramada Inn. Listen,
Oh my God.
different.
Man.
Yeah, I thought 6.
How much y'all make a week?
Man, the first year I made 300.
300, like
before taxes.
$300?
Dollars.
Damn, about 170.
No, I mean heavy.
Right.
170, yeah.
How many games a week? Like probably like
Man,
3 or 4?
probably like 3 or 4. I was traveling bus rides though.
Really?
Bus rides everywhere. Yeah, everywhere.
Really, man.
Had to get it, man. Next year I made 900 though.
Okay.
All right now.
Yeah. Now we're sitting in high cotton.
How old were you when you made the jump?
Man, what, 22, 23?
Okay, so that's good money.
I was balling.
It was.
Tell me nothing.
That was.
Yeah, that 900 was hitting different.
Yeah, no, 36 about 3 bands a month. That's not bad.
Yeah,
So tell me how did you get your journey over into, obviously, you made it to the Spurs, you played out the 05-06 season. What was that journey like getting there?
Man, just like I said, funny. I left college, man, and I ain't have one NBA workout. You know what I mean? None of that stuff. You know what I mean? I went straight. I had an agent. He said he's NBA certified, but he wasn't certified at all.
Dang.
So, yeah.
Damn.
Blame me. So listen, so I was like, man,
We got to look that up now.
listen, so I was like, Big 12, no defense player of the year. I said, man, I got to get one workout.
Yeah.
I got nothing. You know what I mean? So from that, man, went through that process. I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, out there working out. Me and my homeboy, they went to college with me, you know, and like 2 months to the process, like, man, this dude ain't got us not one call for overseas, NBA, nothing. It's
That's
crazy.
nuts.
Crazy. So yeah, so fired him, got with a guy named George Bass. And like I said again, he got me in camp with the Rockets.
Okay.
I mean, that's when Jeff Van was there.
Okay.
And you all know a little about ball. You know, the rookies used to come in before the vets used to come in.
Yeah.
Like the rookie transition. Like for the first 3 days. And I made it one day and they cut me.
Really?
I was like, yeah, I was out of I mean, again, like I hadn't been training. I was at home waiting for a call.
You was chilling, yeah.
They cut me the first time. I was like, you know, this never happened again.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So again, from there I went to the CBA.
Yep.
Like I said, North Dakota, man.
Dakota Wizards?
The Wizards.
Wizards.
Wizards had a good first year. It was like 16 a game. You know what I mean? And like got a couple of calls, ended up going to camp after the Rockets, went up going to camp with the Nuggets. You know what I mean? Again, and played well there. Summer leagues, ball had like 17 in the summer. Went there, was playing great. Some Kenyon Martins on the team. Had a squad.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and they the final cuts. Man, made it all the way to the final cut, and they cut me. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, so the second time I got cut.
All right, now.
Listen.
Cut you too many times now.
Listen,
transition.
I got cut 6 times.
Man.
Before I got there, you know what I mean? But just kept grinding, man. Like I said, we ended up going back to Bismarck again, you know what I mean? Played there, half the season. You know what I'm saying? Spurs called me in for a workout. I mean, ended up not keeping me. You know what I'm saying? Then again, I came back and went summer league again with the Spurs that year.
Okay.
Had a great summer league, man. And then they got cut in the vet camp. Then they brought me back like a month later. Right. I mean, then kind of continued the journey from there.
Okay. So you had like multiple 10-day contracts?
They signed me early. I signed from it was like September or October.
Okay.
Until December. They released me. They brought me back from that 10 days. So I was there the whole season.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the first year. So end up after that, end up going to Belgium, I think, a little bit. Then came back to the Spurs again. And ripped my groin off the bones. You know what I'm saying? You ripped off
That's
the
tough
bone.
to come back from, especially as a hooper.
100%. Yeah. So end up they released me or whatever. And then once they released me, I went to Spain, man. I was in Europe since then or whatever, just out there. So,
how long was your groin rehab? Do you remember?
Man, I think it was like, it wasn't surgery. So it was like, I think like 8 weeks or something like that.
Okay.
When I tell you can't move that, man,
you can't move anything,
nothing.
yeah.
Craziest thing ever. So I ended up doing that, man. And rehab, and got back from that and went to Malaga. Like an ACB, you know, ACB was popping back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, so ACB went there and played in Spain, man. It's crazy. They signed me. It was like, I think 300,000 euros. So it's like 400,000 back then.
Man,
so.
up from 900.
From 900,
300 to 900.
Yeah,
900.
That was
ACB is still big, though. It's
still big, yeah. So I can't make it. I went there. They got me a 3-bedroom, 3-bath villa overlooking a golf course.
Care of you
From the Ramada Inn.
Listen. I can't listen. And when I tell you everything was crazy over there, was crazy.
I actually have a feeling about that. I have a feeling that a lot of players are going to start taking that route sooner than later.
And that's the card. Like,
Versus your 60K in the G League.
Yeah.
70K in
It's
the...
happening now, man.
Crazy.
You know, I see a lot of players transitioning overseas. I actually think that overseas has a great opportunity for a lot of players. And I actually would love to hear a little bit about that experience. Like, what did you learn the most overseas that you might have not got in the league?
American States.
It's just different, man. Like I said again, I mean, don't get me wrong. When you're in Europe, if you're in a good country, on a good team, like EuroLeague, whatever, you get treated like a rock star. I tell you that they love you over there. I mean, but again, you spend a lot of alone time though.
Yeah.
You got to think about it's only 2 or 3 Americans on your team.
Yeah.
And they might not even be that cool. You know what I mean? You never know, right? So again, so you over there, literally you go to practice for 2.5 hours and the next 21 hours, you pretty much ISO. I mean, like that. So you learn a lot about yourself over there, man. You learn a lot about yourself. And again, like started in 2006, 7. Wasn't really no iPhones and iPads and FaceTime and stuff.
iPhone came out with 08.
Oh, yeah. So it's 08, you know what I mean? So it wasn't all that technology, you know what I mean? So you essentially over there, man, just really solo dolo, man. Just really you learn a lot about yourself, though, for real.
And when you were overseas, I hate to cut you off, but was that like the beginning of like, what am I going to do after basketball?
Well, I mean, man. You know when you're playing ball, like even athletes, I always tell athletes, man, I said, begin with the end in mind.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so important because like you got to think like, I said, you're only going to make this amount of money for so long. I mean, like I said, when I started out at SandersFit, it was 2017. I mean, guys that was there 2017, they's done by 2020.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Whatever, you know what I mean? So think about that. So again, like now, like, I was like, so I started in Spain, you know what I'm saying, but then went to, Italy, then Spain, then think to maybe Russia or somewhere like that. And I was spending like I was going to play forever. You know what I mean? You know, you got family. I mean, you got friends, you know what I mean? Again, so like, you don't say no, you know what I mean? You don't want to made it out.
Yeah.
You don't say no. Everybody shoot 10-5 here, 10 here, 10 there. So shoot, so at 30 years old, I was broke. I was like, man, I only got about another 2 or 3 years left that I want to play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then you really start thinking like, man, what's next?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
the money low. Let me
listen, it gets low fast, man.
Money low.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
This
So,
guy just
no, tell people, man, you know, it gets low fast. So just and then like say 2 years, I had 2 or 3 years left. Like, shit, so I wasn't making 500 no more. That 500 had went down to 250.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It went down to 250. So I'm living real good. I'm living in, you know what I mean, 8K. You know what I'm saying? Got the Benzes, got everything like that. You know, I'm balling.
Yeah.
And then, but that money's still going though. You know what I mean? So
still got overhead.
Still got overhead. So again, so once I retired early. I was like, you know, I'm tired of doing this. And I'm tired when I was 32, 33.
Yeah.
So shit, I was like, man, what's next? You know what I mean? So I got certified. My second to last year when I was in Italy playing. Certified. I was like, man, you know, I might want to train. Just something I want to do.
Were you always in the training, or is that?
No, I hated the workout.
Yeah.
Workout. What's that? I was a hooper.
You a hoop.
Yeah.
You a hoop. I'm just talking about that. Hoopers want to hoop.
Yeah,
That's all they want to hoop.
Hoopers want to hoop.
They want to hoop, man. And again, so like my second last year, I started kind of getting into it more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And Kenyon Martin, my guy, he's one of my first like athletes I started training. It's like, man, you might want to do this. We're pretty good. Might want to do this full time.
Yeah.
Like, cool. So I kind of started getting into it then. So fast forward real quick. So once I retired from ball, I had about, probably like 100, 150 in the bank. That's it. Oh, yeah, I spent all that. I mean, for us, like, man, what I'm going to do next? I was like, I can only live on this for so long. I mean, so I went to a car dealership. I was like, man, I'm going to be a car salesman.
Really?
And I mean, I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just trying, I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, so I was like, you know what? So luckily the guy didn't hire me. He's like, yeah, you don't want to do this.
This ain't for you.
This ain't for me.
I will attest that car salesman mentality is definitely a personal trainer's mentality.
We are salesmen.
You're a salesman.
You got it.
And if someone says you're good at your job, that means you're believable.
100%.
And once you get buy-in and trust, bingo.
And then that's
Like if you get somebody to buy a $40,000 shitty car at an interest rate of like 16%, you him, bro.
Anything.
You can do anything.
You him.
Anything.
Get somebody to pay like $5,000 a month for training. That's easy to you. Like, all right, bet.
Yeah, I know. That's smooth. That's easy. So that's how I kind of started into the fitness game.
Walk me through Sanders, man. Like you decided that I'm getting into this. You became a certified trainer. How does someone find a location? Did you always know it was Dallas? Like,
right? Yeah. Did you want to work somewhere
No.
first? You were just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do my own thing.
I started in a studio about probably the size of this right here.
Okay.
Like training. I was charging $25 a session.
Oh man,
I was just talking about
25. Listen, 25. Listen, I needed that.
That's rough.
I mean, I needed that. You know what I mean? So
Wait, why'd you need it after making so much though?
I mean, because that was gonna be gone. You know, I only had about a year and a half left of that. You know what I mean? That was gonna dwindle down if I wasn't doing anything. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? I got
some type of income.
Listen, I got to start bringing the income. So I was like, you know what? Shoot, 3 for 75. I mean, so once I started, and I was like, you know what? Well, let me bump up $300 to $100. It's like, cool. If I can work 10 hours a day, 3 to 100, that's $1,000 a day. That's how I started doing math in my head. You know what I mean? So I was like, cool. If it's 1,000 a day, if I do 5-6 days, shit, that's 6,000. And then I started stacking, and it took me so I was in the studio, like just training regular clientele, athletes, everybody for probably like a year and a half, 2 years straight. Nonstop, about 12, 14 hours a day.
Okay.
25, 30. You got me 20, I'll take that 22.
I got that. Yeah, what you got? You ain't got that 100? I'll take that 22. Come on.
Get that. They can pay for food or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's how I stack, though. And I see like trainers today, they're just so prideful, though. Yeah. It's like, bro, you can't.
Just talking about ego, man.
So it's like, you can't worry about what they charge 200 up here if you got to make that 50, man. You know what I'm saying? Take that, build yourself up.
Yeah.
Everybody will step into the fire and make that 150, 200. I'm like,
you ain't quite necessarily worth that yet.
That's what I mean. Again, I stacked up for 2 years off that, man. And just so lo and behold, I was in the building over where I'm at now, and it was like a space open. Now, I mean, the guy was like, you know how to open the gym? I was like, yeah, I know how to open the gym. I wasn't going to say no.
Yeah.
Did you know how to open up the gym? Or did you?
No,
I knew nothing about it.
What they said, just say yes and learn how to do the job later.
And if you know me, I'm so chill, bro. Like, I stay in my own lane. I was an athlete, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't know the trainers. I don't know the gyms. I don't know nothing. I'm like, I knew me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I went from Dallas, so I was in my own lane. I mean, so when it was like, yeah, you can open it up. I said, y'all can open it up. So, okay, it's going to be so much startup cost. I'm like, shit. I was like, I had stacked this much, so I had to take all that money that I made, bet on myself. Then all back into the gym. I mean, again, put it all back into the gym and bet on myself. And
that ain't easy, though. Where'd that come from?
It's a lot of courage.
That ain't easy, bro.
Really came from.
Because if you lose, that's an L, and that's all gone.
That ain't easy. Like, you ain't had no backup plan. You ain't had nothing else inside. Like, man, my mama gonna take care of me.
None of that. Just a self-belief, man. I think just came from just perseverance, as an athlete or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you get told no so much, you get cut, you got to go this way, you got to go that way, man. You just learn to believe in yourself, though. And I was like, you know what? I mean, at that point, I was like, shit, I done stacked up making 20, 30, 50 an hour. I mean, should I get this thing popping? You know what I mean? We can be all right.
Yeah.
And like that, and just bet on myself, man. Put, a few hundred thousand in, you know what I mean? And just kind of put it all back into it.
If you don't mind me asking, what was that initial startup?
Initial startup was $350.
350
initial startup.
Okay.
350 initial startup, whatever. You know what I mean? Again, like I said,
And that was to buy the space.
that was just like for equipment
Build out. Yeah.
I started minimal.
Shit been crazy.
I started minimal though. I was like, man, how much can I put into this? Right?
Yeah.
Cutting
Give
costs.
me 2 dumbbells.
Dumbbell.
I get a 45 and a 25.
Listen, and again, no, it's expensive, man. It's expensive. Like, a set of dumbbells now, 20. People don't understand how much equipment
That
costs.
shit high, boy.
I mean, it's high, man. It's high. So again, I was like, man, I had 2 power racks. I mean, and I started, it's crazy real quick. I started off with a spin studio and boxing rings. I was like, man, I get these classes, gonna make a lot of money. I'm saying, cool. So I put everything into this. I spent, probably 80 on the studio and another probably like 70 on the boxing stuff.
Mhm.
That's 150 out of the 350 right there.
Yeah.
I'm betting like, I get these classes going, I can make money. I had a performer, everything, ROI, everything drawn up. And that was 2017. I mean, I opened like the end of 2017, 2020, COVID hit.
Yeah.
That's what.
Ain't no class.
Ain't no classes.
Virtual.
Yeah.
I mean, virtual, you know what I mean? So again, I had to take all that out. And he took a hit on that, man. And again, I tell people like, I didn't really get into the green. I mean, I'm real. I didn't really get into green. I tell people like, you can make money, but unless you get everything paid off, or you ain't making no money.
Bro.
That's been my mindset though. That's
You
my
are
mindset.
not, man. I say it time and time again, bro.
You see a lot of gyms.
People ask me to open gyms, like, when you gonna open gym? We gonna say, brother, if there's not a medical arm,
Listen,
I'm not opening. Because I see I work for every top place in the country for real. So I look at the books. Like, I'm not just coming to work nowhere. I'm looking at see what's going on. Man, you niggas is red.
100%. I'm telling you, most gyms operate in the red, man. I'm telling you, and they can only sustain for so long. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're big boss, because if you put a lot of money into it, bro, it's going to take a while to make that money back.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, when people open up gyms, they can decide, I'm going to open up a gym. Like, okay, well, you got so many more costs, hidden costs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Again, like, you got to pay for this equipment first. You got to pay for this equipment back. I mean, then you got to depend on, okay, our clients coming in the door, our members coming in the door, you know what I mean? Are your trainers coming, you know what I mean? Are they paying on time? It's just so much that goes into it. People don't understand.
Attrition, everything.
Listen, I'm telling you, like I said, I got treadmills right now. Treadmills are $20K.
Yeah.
Think about it. We want nice wood weight treadmills. From $20K.
Big boys break them.
Everything breaks.
Everything.
So again,
So what was the secret? Like, because I mean, let me be honest, man. I've never opened up a gym because I understand the overhead. I understand the cost of it. I understand the time commitment, all of that. And I see a lot of them fail.
Yeah.
And for you, man, I think you're on your 5th location now.
Fifth location, man.
5.
Yeah.
And we talking, he started in 2017, man. That's less than a decade. And then I'm going to say he had an off year for 2020 and 2021.
Yeah.
So what's the secret?
Man, the secret. If it was once, I say consistency, honestly, man. It's like the same way you start, you got to be the same way throughout the whole process, though. I say a lot of cats get comfortable. You know, even like I seen some on Kobe. He's like he came into the league, whatever. It's like, man, like when cats start getting paid, they start getting comfortable. They start working as hard.
Yeah.
I mean, so no matter how much money I make, how much money I bring in, when I still got the same mindset that I ain't got nothing. I mean, and that was kind of like the bridge to keep me going. It's like, man, okay, I'm like, okay, well, once you make your first 100, you want your first 200. Or 5, then you want a meal, right? You know what I mean? That's how you kind of look at life like that and everything like that. So business-wise, I was like, you know what? I was like, it's crazy. I'll tell you a funny story. Like, I never checked my money when I first started out. So I was nervous. I was like, man, like, I don't know how much I'm bringing in. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't want to check my account because I don't know how much I got. You know what I mean? Everything like that, you know what I mean? So again, so it's started
scared to hit that banking out.
They're scared to that, and I was scared. And they say 2 things: never be afraid to check your way to your bank account. They told me that, and again, but it started. And I don't know if there's any secret to success, man. Just that I think being good and doing good, though. It's really important to me, though. I got billionaires to train me now, and I got guys that might make $100,000, whatever, but I treat everybody the same way. You know what I'm saying? And that's big. That's big for me, though. And again, if you learn to pour into people first, I mean, but they're going to be poured back into you. You know what I'm saying? And that model has worked for me over time. You know what I mean? Again, with athletes, though, like I love training athletes, whatever, but athletes didn't really build my business.
They can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
It can't. It's not sustainable.
I love that you said that.
100%.
Yeah, it can't. People be shying away from training kids and regular adults.
They think
like,
athletes going to build that business.
For us, obviously we are funded by athletes and they pay us well, but for the trainers that are just starting off, the majority, it's not gonna be that. Don't shy away from that personal training. Don't shy away from the kids. The youth, look, I tell you all the time, everybody not going pro, but everybody gonna be a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So man, you just
real talk.
Do it, bro. That's where the volume is. You want 12 months worth of volume, that's where your volume is gonna come from. If you still got to eat what you kill.
Because like I have like athletes, speaking of athletes, whatever, they might come in for 2 or 3 days. They gonna sign it right away, no question. You know what I mean? Like literally 4,000-5,000 a pop. Boom, boom, boom. Here, athletes, they might pay you late one week, pay you early one week.
Man, look, trying to tell you now.
Fitness, that executive fitness.
Exactly right, and that's what really bridged the gap. And again, when I went into the physical therapy realm too, though, and that's like most in the medical realm. That's really where it's at.
That's where it is.
That's really where it's at. Like somebody tell me open up a gym, I'll be like, what else you gonna do?
Yeah,
real talk.
You gotta have a couple.
That's a straight line. What else are you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Real talk. I'm telling you, man, because that gym, like Mo said, like the gym business ain't sweet. It's not sweet. People love. I'm up a gym. I was like, you are? I tell them like,
yeah, you sure?
How you gonna get that back?
Yeah,
it ain't we from training clients. Ain't been training athletes because they're seasonal, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean, again, so unless you got, you know what I mean, like 20 trainers that's paying you and you got good memberships and things like that or whatever, you gonna be in trouble. And I'm just being real.
Man, we done seen a lot of facilities go down. It was one that was big. I'm not sure if you guys remember Tim Grover and Michael Jordan.
Of course.
When they had the one in Chicago, everybody trained there. Kobe, Jordan, Donovan McNabb, Terrell Lawrence, like all those guys went to Chicago to train with Tim Grover there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And Jordan put a lot of money into that facility, like millions of dollars. And that facility went bankrupt.
Flop.
Yeah.
Flop.
How long did that take for it to go bankrupt?
I think it was like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
It wasn't even long.
You got to make it past that sweet 4 to 5 year threshold.
Because the thing is, I can only imagine a facility like that with those type of names. You ain't getting no volume in there for real. Like you don't have enough volume, and the athletes are so finicky in the season. If you don't have a sponsor that's paying for that, a medical arm that's seeing other surgery, rehab, accident rehabs, all that stuff from a PT standpoint, your shit not gonna make it. Like unless
at all. And it's just the harsh reality of it, man. It's like you got to have, like said, a plan A shoot all the way to plan C.
Yeah.
Because again, like the gym business is like said, it's finicky though. I tell people like training is a luxury. It's a luxury, you know what I mean? You know, shit, the economy's going
not
crazy.
A necessity.
It's not a necessity at all. So again, unless you like training, I mean, athletes, stuff like that, anything like that, like you got regular clientele. I mean, again, but like they might come in one week, be gone the next week, and this and that. So I never really like honed in on like athletes in general like that. I mean, again, I was like, sure, I'm gonna get my regular clients first. I'm gonna get these businessmen, executive business.
Yeah, that's that $25 mindset. That's like shit. I'm gonna get this shit coming in. I'm like,
exactly,
take it.
exactly. Because I've had athletes come in for a year, then well, you know, most of they might look for the next best thing. I mean,
they do.
It's just that,
short attention span.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. You can give them the best dope ever. Have the best season ever. Guess they done went and found somebody else. You know what I mean? I was like,
but my shit be around. I had guys that leave for 2 years. They end up coming back. The guys that
I understand it and I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's just
shit be working. They'd be like, nah, I'm just gonna go try this.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like,
try this.
And again,
I used to take it personal. I don't care.
Same now. I just stopped. Like, you know, again, like first time we just had a great game. I was like, you know what? I'm cool on this. You know, I'm gonna focus on y'all come in during the season, athlete during the season, perfect. Y'all my guys, but after that or whatever, like again, I'm focused on my business though.
Yeah.
I mean, the day, you know what I'm saying? It's about making money at the end of the day, too, though. You know
right. So how do you, like, when you're talking to these young trainers, you employ, like, 1099 workers or you're...
Yeah, independent contractors.
What do you tell them that try to build their base model off athletes?
I mean, they ask me all the time, I want to train athletes. I was like, you do?
You do? What else?
So what are you doing for the other 9 months a year?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because athletes come in from football, from February to, February
to the beginning of April, and then you get end of May through beginning of July. And you got to put in their marketing in between there, their family trips in there, their bullshit trips in there.
Yep.
And
all that.
And hopefully you got a couple staple athletes that's going to be there for the whole life. Everybody can have a Jamar Chase, right? Jamar go church. Jamar, I try to work out Jamar 12 months out the year.
Yeah. The same thing, like the same like a Derrick Henry, whatever. I know Derrick Henry gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever for that.
Some guys love to work.
He gonna be there.
Love to work.
I mean? You got Jew gonna be there.
Yeah.
Now I guarantee you, certain guys, like I said, basketballs are different though. Basketball athletes, they different. You know that.
Yeah, they different.
They different. It's like
I love them guys, but they different.
I would tell anybody, like, unless you got somebody that's working one-on-one, like full-time, stuff like that, and everything like that, I say, don't bet on basketball guys.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Don't bet on them.
Not at all.
Don't bet on them.
You'll be working 7 weeks out the year.
Listen.
Not at all.
Look,
real talk.
2 months.
Yeah, listen, just real talk, man. And I learned it early on, though. So I'm like, man, I'm not going to like put my business around them. I'm putting it around, like I said, high school, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, college, you know what I mean?
But how do they assess that? Like when athletes feel like you're not their priority, do they feel some type of way?
Nah, I mean, I feel like, they're probably when they're in the door.
Okay.
I mean, if they hear them working out.
When you're in the building.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna, like, keep texting and
chase you down, hunt you down.
That's not my role.
Yeah.
Again, you know what I mean? It's not my role. You know what I mean? Again, even when I started out, whatever, I never reached out to athletes. They hit me up, come in, this and that, this and that. But I also had like extensive clientele though from non-sports. That's what built my bank account, my business, where I can do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Again, like I said, I think Dak started with me, whatever, stuff like that, you know, and like I said, DH been with me and some other guys. I got some big names now.
A lot of big names in there, bro.
But that's not really essentially like, it's cool money, but it's not paying my bills. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense to us. But I know a lot of our listeners, they don't quite grasp the intangibles it takes to run a successful 12 months a year training business.
Yeah.
And it takes some of those soft skills to know, like, you got to take 20 so you don't miss the 25. Just because of your ego want 25, you may have to take this 20.
Yeah.
Because you may not get 20 for the next, 4 months.
Yeah, you trying to get that 30, you skipping that 20, trying to get 30, you're gonna be a little short.
And again, we got $100 million athletes. You might tell, oh man, I'm 150, 200 session. They be like, you know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, but you just spent $5,000 like before at the club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Again,
on a light day.
On a light day. And again, so I just had a lady come in. I won't say her name, but former U.S. Olympian or hockey player or whatever. I was like, my rates range from 210 to 250 hour or whatever. She's like, cool, give me 20 sessions, sign up right away. I mean, without a blink and eye. You know what I mean? Again, so I have a clientele like that. That's why, like, athletes are cool. They're great to train, but it's not like I'm just like, oh man, I gotta have the guys come in and this and this and that. I mean, it's not. That's not.
When you got in this space, did you have any imposter syndrome?
Man, I still do.
Yeah.
No, I still do. You know what I mean? Because I never think I do enough. Everything like that, I never think, you know what I mean, I'm where I should be. You know what I mean? Because again, I think that mindset and that model, I think that drives you more. I mean, because I look around sometimes like, damn, like, okay, but then I'm always like, what's next?
Right.
I mean, I'm always like that. I'm always like that. It's never a point where I'm like, damn, look what I did. Never. Not one day, and that's on words mother. Never do I sit back like, damn, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Never think about it. I mean, how much money goes bank account, how many trainers I got, how many athletes come in or whatever. I never sit back and be like, man, you know what? I did a good job.
So that's the success of Sanders. It's just that mindset.
It's just that mindset, man. I'm like, okay, I got 5 things now. Okay, how can I get to 7?
Okay.
How can I get to 10? How can I get the private equity money? You know what I mean? That's the plan. You know what I mean? That's the bridge. You know what I mean? And again, it's funny. We out here together right now, and I see how y'all watch y'all. Everybody's super successful, right? But it's like we pour so much in other people's businesses, though, right?
We do.
You know what I mean? We do all the time.
Now.
Like, all the way.
Talking that.
But we do though all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, how can we have our own?
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm working behind the scenes now to build something crazy. And again, you know what I mean? I'm always pinpointing, okay, who can we have be a part of this though? Yeah. Again, I tell even my trainers whatever though, it's like, it's not about me though. Even my trainers tell you whatever though. Like, I don't want all the money. I don't need to eat by myself. Yeah. I want everybody to eat. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want everybody to eat. You know what I mean?
So much comfortable when others around you can eat with you.
That's one of the things I like the most about you, man.
Better.
Like,
so much better.
I didn't know much about you, like when I first met you. But one of the things I always said was like, he a cool ass dude. Like you could tell he just want everybody around him to just win.
100%.
And
that's rare.
Like, a lot of things that I hear about you, like, you know, Jew tell me a lot about you. A lot of people speak a lot about you. And one of the things that I always hear is like you looking out for people.
It's
and
important.
like,
it's important.
I think there's something within that, which is why when you pull up the Sanders, it be flooded in there. Bro.
Yeah.
And like now you got like 5 different locations. Then I'm at Tyler Ralph's spot and I see Sanders all in there. I see everybody, kids wearing uniforms and everybody working out there. Like you've really opened up yourself and you've spread your wings all throughout Dallas. And when I talk about Dallas, bro, like I'm always either recommending 2 places, right? I'm always going to either, before it was Sports Academy, now Elite Performance, or it's Sanders because I trust what goes on around there. And you also have hired the right people too. Like not only just like you hired the right staff under you.
Yeah, 100%.
You got great trainers, great PTs, and I'm starting to see like you're really opening up the space and it's really starting to blossom a lot, which is like crazy to me because you're going on your 5th location and I know people are just, that is going on their 5th different business, man.
Yeah.
You've been able to like really
sell
do this
insurance.
for a minute now.
Yeah, they go all
trying
around.
so many different businesses.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But you found your lane in this one. And so like to me, I think there's something there because I think of gyms like nightclubs and clothing brands. They here one day and they're gone the next, man.
That's how it is, bro.
That's kind of really what it is. And when you find something and that sees that it got some real legs under it, it's more than just the business. I think it's more about the character of the person.
100%.
And so, like me having you come here, I just hit you up, man. I was like, hey, bro, you want to come do a podcast, man? You was like off love, bro. You weren't on nothing else. You weren't like, nah, I don't know. I got to check my schedule.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know. Like, you just was like, yeah, of course, bro.
Right.
And like, I think that as a person says a lot more about why your business is really successful, man.
100%. Yeah, and it is just, man, just like you said, again, it's so much money it's enough room for everybody to eat.
Lot of
You know
money.
what I mean? And then I look at just different cultures, man. You look at the white culture, the Asian culture, the Mexican culture. They're all doing something together.
Yeah.
Is
I mean,
Jews a culture?
You know what I'm saying? Shh, that's a whole
That's a
realm.
whole nother
I just want to know.
You trying to cancel us already?
I'm just asking their culture. I didn't say that.
Okay.
That's
My bad.
realm.
I'm speaking too soon.
No, they're elite.
Yeah.
And I say it to say, man, it's like black culture is always everybody's in competition with each other though. Like, bro, I'm like, it ain't got to be that though.
Hate
I mean, like I had seen most stuff a while ago. I was like, follow me. I'm saying, seen whatever, and like Bun, we train Bun or whatever.
Yeah.
Tell him guys there. I was like, yeah, Mo cold as hell. That's what I said. Oh, he cold.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I seen your stuff. I know you first. I was like, oh, he cold.
Yeah.
He watch you like you, and that's the same thing. You know what I mean? Again, it's like can't be no hating involved, man.
Right.
It's like for what? You know what I mean? It's enough athletes, enough money to go around for everybody, though.
Yeah.
The issue is, though, it's just so much hate involved. It's like, why can't we do something together, though?
Right.
Why can't everybody eat?
Right.
It ain't
Which is
hard.
why we started this
You know what I mean?
podcast,
100%.
honestly.
100%.
That was the whole origin of why we wanted to do something together to
Mhm.
give back to those people that don't understand that we're not competing against you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you
100%.
make what you make, bro.
Exactly.
You do what you do, bro.
Yeah,
You do like it ain't
People
going
to see the representation that's sitting right here and like working together and doing things. Like there's no ego involved in this, man, because again, like all these other cultures, they're tight knit and they're growing. I don't want us to keep complaining and saying that, man, what the lack of.
Exactly.
It's like the lack of is just our lack of emotional maturity to realize that we got to put our egos aside and be able to come together and be able to have these open conversations and to be able to share like what you've learned on this journey, man. And I think a lot of that is very important. And I look at myself, if you need something, you need something, I'm gonna help you. I ain't gonna show out about it. I ain't gonna call you out about it. I'm like, if I got you, I got you.
Right.
Bro. And like we move like that.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this question: like now, with the success that your business has, how do you monitor who you give help to? Like, do you have to like kind of like extend grace to some people you give help to? Like, all right, they're not really gonna do the job well. Like,
I mean, you have to. Whatever. It's funny. I'm reading this book called The 48 Laws of Power right now. Y'all read that book?
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I haven't read it.
So, like the second chapter, like keep your friends at a distance, your enemies closer.
I heard that before.
Okay.
Crazy. I was like, huh. Maybe like that. And I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. But it's like the mindset is like, okay, help everybody, whatever, until they show that you shouldn't help them at all. Right? That's the big. I mean, because like a lot of people take advantage. I tell you, I'm not crazy. I'm not dumb with it. I know you take advantage of it, whatever, but I'm gonna just watch you though, because it's not hurting me to help you out.
Right. Yeah, I ain't taking no L's. Like you out. I'm my heart in the right place.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But I see you though, right? I see you though. You know what I mean? Again, so if anybody come in, man, I'd love to help you. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to shoot. Hey, listen, hey, work here, do this, do that, 100%. And I tell people I don't need anything from you. I mean, I just need you to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I tell me in a place now in life where it was like, hey, listen, like my businesses is cool, whatever, you know what I mean? But again, like if you gonna come in, you know what I'm saying, say, hey, no, you see you come in, hey man, I need a place to train. Cool, bro. Come in for the first 2 or 3 months. I ain't charge you nothing. Come in, man. Come in and
And
get
I hear that a lot about you,
love.
bro.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot about you, bro.
And
I hear that. That's
I mean,
a good
and that's
thing.
real. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You know what I mean? If I'm sitting here on this much in the counter, you trying to get on, what I look like taking from you if you ain't got it yet.
Right.
I just thought that mindset's crazy to me from a black man, black perspective, from any perspective. You feel me?
No, you said it right. Black
So-
definitely is tough for us to look at that because we're responsible in a sense for putting us on.
100%.
And most of our millionaires come from sports.
Mhm.
So we're in the space of where like we see it close, but it only attached to 1 or 2 type of job titles.
Exactly. And
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. Even when, like I said, we got guys that make $100 million or whatever, and like they won't invest in us. They'll go give it to.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
brother, hey, I'm opening a restaurant right now, and I know for a fact.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? But again, they rock
For a
with you.
fact.
You can do anything. You can be up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 10 p.m. Anytime you need them to call, cool. The moment you might need something, listen.
They're gone.
I mean, so
different.
again, I was like, you know what? I can do this myself. I'm gonna stack up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
again, so I can be the one that's actually helping put people on wherever I can. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know?
From a professional standpoint, how do you mitigate who comes into? Because obviously you can't let everybody through the doors. So from a trainer standpoint, how do you mitigate in who gets to come in?
What I do, I got I got a VP. You know what I'm saying? I got a gym. I got guys kind of vet the process.
Okay,
I
good.
mean, I'm kind of like trying to step away a little more now. I'm too hands on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Again, you know what I mean? Obviously, you know, I want to have my hands in everything. Like I might have 2 assistants, and I'm still doing all the work.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to learn. You know what I mean? Like,
Let them go to work.
you know what I mean? Again, so again, like I said, I let them vet the process. And again, like I mean, everybody around, you know what I'm saying, pretty good people. I've had a few throughout the years that I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Try to take my model, but it's just cool. I'm like, okay, it's fine. But like, try to send my trainers like that. But again, I still have no hard feelings for you. One of them came back. Come on back and work, bro.
Come on,
back.
Just like the athletes, bro. Let's come on back.
This door is always open.
You went out there exploring and shit. Just come on back.
Exactly, man. So again, like I said, the spaces, you know what I'm saying, open, you know what I'm saying, free space, you know what I mean, to come in and, you know what I'm saying, train the way you want to train. I don't try to push people to do a certain kind of thing, whatever. Let people come in and do their thing, make their money. Now, where I can help, I can help. Again, and that's kind of how I built like a model like that and stuff like that, man. For real. But I was saying again, I'm not going to like come in and whatever. You got, I'm not going to be like, nah, man, you ain't good enough to train here.
Right.
I'm going to treat you like that.
You.
You see that some spaces too, though.
Yeah.
Because if you're not good enough to train here, then why won't you teach them how to train?
Exactly. So they
don't want to,
right?
Yeah, most people don't want to take the time to teach, and especially a minority. Every place that I've been, I harp the same thing, and they probably get sick of me saying it, but I'm in a space where I can say what the fuck I want to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So while I'm in these white spaces, for being blunt, I push it. Yeah. Like during like pre-COVID, when a lot of the civil unrest and stuff like that, I be in these spaces like we're underrepresented. Right? I was at IMG. We had 23 strength coaches. 2 was black.
Yeah.
Me and UJ.
Dang.
2 out of 23. What's the primary and the athletes are all minorities.
80% of them.
And the athletes are all minorities. We had 2, me and UJ, right? And underpaid. So you're underrepresented and underpaid. So, but in that same token, what I would challenge the young trainers to do is make yourself on paper before you even sit in front of somebody, make yourself attractive on paper. Right? I always, make it a hard no. Man, make this shit so hard. Like for me, my shit was early on. Okay, I got the 2 degrees. I got 12, 14 certifications. I got I was an athlete at LSU. You know what I'm saying? I went in internship GA. I'm a hard no. You know what I'm saying? Even at the beginning, of the career, make yourself a hard no. I think a lot of times from the minorities, and I've had to hire at the gyms and shit, even going through this restaurant lounge process, trying to hire and sitting down in front of people. I think people just need to do a lot better job at building themselves. You know what I'm saying? And then the people in our shoes should do a lot better job of, even if they're not all the way there, okay, let me come in and teach you a little bit. Now, if you're just all the way by the wayside gone, it ain't too much I can do. Like, if you have no quality, I can't, I don't have enough hours in my day. But if I can just pull enough people through the door, you know what I'm saying, that are close enough, because shit, that's what everybody else do. Like, we just talk about other cultures and races and stuff like that. They can do the same thing. Like, you probably not really all the way qualified for this job, but I'm going to hire you anyway, because my cousin, my former coworker, boss friend said, bring you on, so I'm going to do that. I don't think we do enough job between, like, us of pulling other people through the door, right? And that's what shit. We never sitting down in there.
I'm 1,000% agreeing with that, man. And this is why it was so important to have this conversation with you and sit here and have these open conversations, because I feel like you're somebody that's just going to bring you under your wing. And regardless if you trust them or not, like I think you give everybody a chance,
100%,
right?
100%.
You kind of let people shoot themselves in the foot, but you give everybody a chance to show up and how they want to be. And then you kind of just like, you back off from it and you guide people, man. And I like that a lot about you. And that's one of the things that I've loved the most about getting to know you and just watching from a bird's eye view, right? Because I don't be with you all the time. But from what I see, man, like you got Derrick Henry, you got a lot of athletes in there, but more than just the athletes in there, man, your classes be going crazy. And I'm just like, I don't know what the secret is. I don't know what the sauce is.
Now, he ain't gonna lie, bro. If you can find a way in which he's done a very good job of staying around, you stay around, you become a staple. You stay in the community. Like the candy lady in the neighborhood, she been around long. She's a staple in the community. Everybody know. Everybody know. And in Dallas, there's not a lot of. I can't really name another one besides freaking Apex. that was a staple. Right. And they done fell off because Bobby sold. But like staples, you're a staple.
And you're becoming one or is one now. Like I'm telling you, like everybody hear about your place and everybody talk about it. So I've always been curious on wanting to bring you on this podcast because we shoot in Dallas. And I'm like, it don't make no sense not to have you as a guest on here to just kind of like break bread and just kind of talk a little bit about this as well. I want to because anybody that's watching that's on the fence about starting a gym, what would be some advice that you would give to them?
I would tell them, really, you got to have a 3 to 5 year plan. I mean, because again, like you open out, nobody who opens a business up, whatever, anybody open business, I was like, listen, like you in business to make money. I said, don't expect to make money that first 2 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to find a way to stay afloat that first 2 to 3 years first before you do anything else. I mean, again, like I said, I always have a performer, obviously ROI. You know what I'm saying? And the return on investment is so important because it's like, if you look, I'm doing something right now, you know what I'm saying? Looking in like every time with something, whatever, it's like, I mean, equipment costs, I mean, it might be $1 million, $1.5 million, depending on what you put in it. And that's, you know what I'm saying, generous.
Yeah.
I mean, again, so like, how are you going to pay that back?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, you know what I mean? It ain't going to be off just training.
Yeah, no.
100%. It ain't gonna be off training.
I promise you, it ain't gonna be
I
off
mean,
training.
100%. It's not gonna be off training at all. So I tell them just have a really clear path.
Okay.
Again, like I said, don't base off athletes.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I mean, because they might be here one day, you know what I'm saying? With Mo the next, you the next, season next, you never know. You know what I mean?
They gonna be gone. They move around.
Move around, you know what I mean? So again, I'll just have a clear business model, man, how it's gonna work out and have somebody with you, you know what I
Get
mean?
a mentor. Did you have a mentor when you started?
Yes.
Really?
On me. Listen, figured it out.
Say, can you open a gym?
Listen, yes.
Yeah.
I can.
I got it.
Again,
That boy said, yeah.
And I had failures the long way though, right? I failed, you know what I mean? I failed, you know what I'm saying?
That was my next question.
I failed with the studio, the spin studio, the boxing studio. I failed on that. I lost a couple $100,000 on that. You know what I mean? But shoot, revamp.
Yeah.
So let's keep going. You know what I mean? 100%. That's real.
Yeah.
We're talking, you know what I mean? But again, I had did enough, you know what I mean, to still be able to invest more into it and, you know what I mean, to get to where I'm at today, though.
Okay.
Now I'm 100% again.
You ain't let the failures just switch your whole.
No, it's never. That's like being cut in the league. You know what I mean? So I just kept going.
I've been cut
a lot of your story, man, from injury to CBA to NBA to Europe, like it shows a lot of resiliency, man. And you have to have tough skin to be able to go through all of that, right?
Yeah, 100%. You got to.
Like it's very. I think a lot of this is just character driven, man. I think a lot of your success is just based off of how you were raised, how you were brought up, and I think that to me is just like it's eye opener because I think we all have wanted to go into some type of business venture.
Sure.
These are one of my favorite conversations because I've always been on the fence about things. I thought about it for years. Man, I was like, yeah, I want to open a gym. But then I turn around to the left or the right, and I'm like, yeah, that gym just went out of business. And so I just won't even.
It's discouraging a little bit.
I think that's business in general. People, any business, any industry, like, follow this shit. Here today, gone tomorrow.
I hear that.
Man, that shit tough.
Yeah.
So what's next for Sanders?
Man, like I said, we're at 5 locations now. I want to get to 7 by the end of 2026.
Okay.
Then we're gonna kind of go from there. Got some other stuff in the works. We'll chop it up later about that. Guys, a different venue, different name,
whole different space.
Whole different space. I mean, so that might be the play next. So just working through that right now and just man. Just
how did you get started? And I want to ask this question. Make sure I ask it. How did you get started with the PT Sanders physical therapy?
Man.
Like, did you have to strategically partner with PTs, or how did you attack?
No, it started out, man, just like a little space, probably from that wall to that wall, that fence to that fence right there. I was like, man, you know what? It's funny how the conversation with Ron, Boss Everline. Y'all know Boss.
That's my guy.
Ron, whatever. It's funny. Randomly, I ran into him in Miami at the one hotel.
Yeah.
It happened to be downstairs. He's like, man, he's like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I've seen you. I was like, seen you. He didn't have a gym yet either, though. He's like, man, I kind of tell him I didn't have my gym yet either. It might have been 2016 or so like that. I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about opening gym up. We're just talking about like what different ways to kind of do like business and stuff like that. And we started talking about therapy. He's like, yeah, it's a place out there. I was like, yeah, I heard of somebody else doing it somewhere else. I was like, huh. So I opened up the gym. I didn't do it at first. So then in 2020 or maybe somewhere, 2021 maybe, I hired like my first PT. I was like, let me see what this looked like. I like athletes coming in the door, you know what I mean? So again, but small space, shoot, biggest just corporate here first. Yeah. I was like, cool, let me, you know what I'm saying, hire one. Ain't no tell I was doing. You know what I mean? So
hopefully they know.
So I didn't have the compliance, I ain't had the insurance stuff. I was like, oh, we gonna be all cash pay. Cash pay. I was like, shit, ain't no money coming in this shit. I mean, so then I hired Luke Miller. I don't know if you guys know Luke.
I know Luke. Yeah.
So Luke came and worked me for I started paying him 50 or 60K strong. Like he was somewhere. He's like, cool, I'll take it. I mean, so he came in or whatever, you know what I mean? He was with me for like a year. So again, I say, hey, listen, Dak gets to train me or whatever. I say, Dak, you gotta meet this guy. I like this guy a lot. He came in. Mine only had one PT at the time, so this is just who I am. I was like, cool, you got to meet this.
Didn't
guy.
Luke hire him full time?
Full time.
Yeah, he
I was like,
did.
hired him full time.
Bro, that's game right there, bro.
That's only how it happened. We bring we introduce something and then
like,
come here, go on for full time.
And I was like,
Real
cool.
talk.
Making great money though.
Yeah.
Making great money.
Yeah.
It's like cool, but you know what I mean. But that was a blessing in disguise though, because I hired another medical director, whatever though, and I went from one clinic to 4 clinics in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean. Again, so Luke went there, which is good for him, good for Dak or whatever. You know what I mean. And I bridged the gap off that, man, from the medical side. You know what I'm saying? But I say that again, you got to have the right people in place for the medical side.
How does that? So how has that compared to? Because if I did open anything, I'm not opening a gym. I was going to open a PT clinic. How does that business compare? Fiscally to the regular gym?
It's consistent. I feel like it's more consistent.
Yeah,
Everybody hurt.
Everybody's hurt
Everybody hurt
at some point. Everybody's hurt at some point. And again, like I said, medical insurance. You know what I'm saying? You can build through the teams. You know what I'm saying? Build through the player. Everybody's got insurance at some point, right?
Better.
So you got the middle school. You got shoot. I mean, you got to have
taking notes.
might have a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
like, you know what I mean? Cool. You injured, hurt. Okay, cool. Everybody can do PT. And you're going to get paid.
Right.
It ain't waiting for your money. It's like, no, this is billed, you know what I'm saying, through a system, whenever that money's coming in at some point.
Right.
100%. Again, like I said, it's a good spot.
I had no clue.
It's a good spot.
I
You
would-
can actually take
I would-
insurance.
It's good, yeah.
I had no clue. I thought it was a lot harder to do something like that.
Now it's some hoops and hurdles.
It's
It's also different levels of the insurance.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
Okay. That's making more
a
sense.
lot of people out there real fried with it, real fried. You gotta be careful.
Yeah. That's why a lot of places also cash pay because they don't even want to deal with it.
Now it's a lot more compliance. What I'm saying, but yeah, it's a lot of compliance. Like I said, a whole lot goes into it.
Okay.
You better get there. You know what I mean? Yeah, but
Okay.
I said I have people in place now. Actually runs everything for me. You know what I mean? So medical director, got the billing, got the finance people, got the market, got everything that goes into it now.
People.
And are these people under salary or are they?
Salary.
Okay,
Yeah,
big boss.
I pay a lot.
It's probably way less stress for them to do it with you versus.
So
like,
your
in a
biggest
hospital.
overhead is work compensation.
Yeah, just it's paying. I mean, yeah, I pay. I mean, yeah, I'm close to. I'll be real with you, I'm close to probably 7 figures in salary, right around there.
Yeah.
Jesus
That
Christ.
makes sense.
100%. Yep, easily.
Lovely.
Easy. Yeah, medical director they make.
Well, that wraps up the Untrained podcast.
Hey, what he said in December when he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna pay my shit. You hiring? You hiring?
But I pay my PTs as well though. I pay them all. You know what I'm saying, over market.
Right.
Again, I'm more I pay
That's
them
always
market,
that's my take, bro.
You know what I mean?
Pay them over market. Make them happy. Make them happy to come to work.
So it took you probably, I'll say like year 7 to start making a return, or before year 7?
Yeah, I say year 4. Year 4, I start really hitting my stride.
Okay.
Year 4, I start really hitting my stride. Right after COVID, I started hitting my stride. It was weird, just kind of.
Yeah, COVID kind of like spiked a lot.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
See, but once you got past COVID, then everybody kind of rushed back into
it. Everybody
rushed
would
back
do
into
something,
it.
everything like that. But I was kind of had already been like had a little jump start because I was already kind of training some people. I had athletes and trainers and stuff in already. So, but I was like, God, I was like, what that 21, 22. I was like.
But then remember the caveat during COVID was if you had any type of PT arm, people could still come into the building.
Exactly, Mo. That's what I had.
They could still come into the building.
People
So that's why I
still
came to Dallas and I brought some athletes who was working at to leave shit because they had the PTs and Dr. Edom in there.
Yeah.
So
It was an
they keep it
essential,
open. Same
essential service.
essential service, just like in Baton Rouge.
I
We had a
remember
PT down there at Traction with Brian Clark's spot.
Mhm.
And so we keep functioning.
I remember that.
Yeah, essential service.
Loopholes, huh?
Loopholes.
Yeah, it is. That's I used to
It
come
was-
up to like, man, listen. So I had to get. I got to pay for this shit around here.
Mhm.
I mean, so yeah, so I had the PT aspect, and that kind of helped bridge that too.
Mhm.
You know that. Mhm.
Man, we appreciate you, man. Really just sitting here dropping some gems for us, man. I think as we start to wrap this thing up a little bit, what is the biggest lesson that you've learned? And I think that's one of my biggest questions right there. Like the biggest lesson that you've learned.
I just think to remain humble, man.
Yeah.
Really just remain humble. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the whole process though. And never think you're better than anybody and treat everybody with respect. I mean, that's really important. That's really important from a business aspect, even as a person though. I mean, again, like I said, whether they can do something for you, if they can't do something for them, treat them the same way though.
Right.
I mean, that's really important. It goes a long way in life, you know what I'm saying, especially in business as well. Because people always remember you, right? You know what I'm saying? You never know. You might treat somebody bad in 2015. They might come back around and be a boss somewhere.
Said that.
Yeah,
We just talked about that yesterday.
Guess how you done treat them. They gonna remember that though.
They gonna remember that.
So I remember I always leave a good impression. You know what I'm saying? On people, you know what I'm saying? And anything. Like I said, Mo, you say you're finna start a business right now. People gonna come in, whatever, because hey, Mo's a great guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He treats people good, treat people respect and everything like that. So they gonna support that. You know what I mean? Again, and that's just really just uplifting people do, man. Show love, you know what I mean? 100%. Show love. See, Mo started his restaurant. Hey, Mel, post his boo this, cool, why not?
Right.
No more, you know what I'm saying? Anything. See, you got this going on, cool, why not? You know what I'm saying? That's just the biggest thing, man. Just really bridging that gap between just that athlete, black mindset culture, you know what I'm saying? Where we all just really winning and together.
Right.
Because we can curate something great. It just takes us to all be on one accord.
Be on one accord. You know what I'm saying?
I say it all the time, man. I got like a list of names, and I always say, bro, if this list of names right here was ever in one building,
yeah, 100%.
Somehow.
Real talk. And that's the thing, just
a complex.
Anything. That's the thing we just gotta get to, man. Is that I'm at a space now where I'm like, hey, listen, like we want to come in. Like say I know the Asian culture real quick. They talk about like, I've talked to ladies like, how did y'all start this nail shop? They're like, yeah, everybody comes in together on one nail shop. They get their profit. Guess what they do? They move to the next nail shop. And they move to the next nail shop.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. But that's how they do it. So let's say we all four together, right? Okay, cool. All right, see, this gonna be yours on the first one, whatever, right? Everybody come in, we making money, but we're gonna pay this, pay. Then cool, you got the next one. Mo, you know what I mean? And that's how they bridge the gap. But right now it's like shit, nigga, shit. He gonna have his first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't tripping on that.
That's a bad mindset. You can't win that way. You know what I'm saying? You'll never make money though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just essentially fighting against each other, fighting against yourself at the same time. And that's not winning basketball.
That's not winning basketball. There we go.
Everybody can't put up 30.
Everybody can't put up 30.
Yeah,
everybody can't put up 30. I was comfortable putting up I learned shoot right away from Papa bitch. You know what I mean? He cussed me out 2 times. Yeah. Like shit, you ain't fucking Tim Duncan, you ain't Manu Ginobili. Cool, let me play this role. Let me get this money. You know what I mean? I've always been comfortable playing a good role. You know what I'm saying? To get to where, you know what I'm saying, like saying imposter, you know, like I'll never feel like I'm the man. Yeah. I feel like I'm doing some shit that's good. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm no better than that man that's working at 24-hour fitness. I don't feel that way. You know, I might be in his eyes with it, but again, my mindset shit, I gotta keep getting it. You know what I mean? I gotta keep going, and that's where I'm at, man.
I appreciate you, man, dropping that wisdom. You dropped a lot of wisdom today. Man, guys, I want to thank you again for taking the time to make it out here.
Ready.
Absolutely.
Melvin Sanders, businessman, but a good person, just alone, off love, bro. 100%. Everything that you do is off love. It's performance. You want to drop your handle for Sanders?
No, just SandersFit, man. And I'll just say real quick before we get up here now, it's a pleasure to be with y'all, man. For real, man. It's funny, before I met y'all, excited to meet you. Most same thing, I couldn't wait to meet you. I was like, oh, he cold. Yeah. You know, same thing. Me, I was like, man, listen, I see people doing great things, man, and I get excited about that for guys. I'm like, absolutely. Winning.
That's right.
So I seen your whole thing. I see you doing whatever. I'm like, man, like, it's special what y'all do. And like, I love to see it. I love to see black people win. I love to see everybody win. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when you're out there really getting in, guys really speak highly of you, bro, like that should be the best shit in the world to me. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Then we can all link up like this, see, you know what I mean? Everything like that, bro. It's like, it's crazy.
I think what I'm taking from the end of this, man, like I want to pull together, like I said, if there's anything that y'all need or we trying to come together and do something, bro, like always keep me in mind because I'm open-minded to that. And I think at the end of this,
I know I'm
really what I really want to do.
Obviously,
see us win.
Y'all just say the word. I promise you, I'm on the way.
I know you are, bro.
I swear I'm on the way. Let me know. We good.
I appreciate that.
It's love.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in to the Untrained podcast. Again, my name is Amoila Cesar. Melvin Sanders, thank you for being here. We with Mo and Chris. Tap in with us. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe. You know where we are. Thank you for tuning in to this episode.
Appreciate you.
I can't be stopped. I won't be shook. Give all I got, and it's all it took.